Wait, you.
You are.
There it is.
Hell yeah, boss.
Oh, hey.
Oh yeah.
Good morning and welcome to episode 1309 of Hard Factor. It is Thursday, October 5th, 2023. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. 80% accuracy guaranteed on this podcast. Follow, like, and set to auto download if you don't mind. Today, Wes has a What the Hell China for us and an insane squirrel lover in Rhode Island.
Can you hear Will, Mark?
No.
No. Okay.
Not at all?
It's just really low.
You're about 12 times lower than us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
No, not at all. Yeah. Your audio setups connection's not.
Sorry, I
What about-
waited, but
What about now?
Yeah.
you
Well,
got a faulty cord over there or something, huh?
that's what I thought.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, all I did was mess with the box there. I think it's the settings in StreamYard. Anyways, that's a fun way to start the podcast. Wes has a What the Hell China and an insane squirrel lover in Rhode Island for us. Mark's got technology taking things a little too far, and I've got an alarming rise of animal terrorism to talk about. And most importantly, the next meetup for Patreon. Send in the car tier and golden elbow tier patrons will be tomorrow, this Friday night, October 6th at 9 p.m. Eastern. So get in there. Patreon.com/hardfactor.
Watching a movie or what?
Yeah.
We're gonna decide there, but yeah.
I think the goal is to meet up, right? See how everyone's doing, what's up with everyone's life, catch up, ask a few questions, hang out, and then when we're done shooting the shit for an hour, we might play like a drinking game, Never Have I Ever, something like that. When we're done shooting the shit for an hour, then we're gonna go watch a movie together, whoever wants to. Group movie type thing. Yeah.
Might be in for the
like
movie. Maybe
like
not the drinking games, but the movie, yeah.
Yeah, you're not gonna be in for the drinking games?
Probably not.
Yeah. Well,
Fair enough.
Watch out for that. Yeah.
Fair enough. We're either going to stream the movie inside the meetup or do like a Netflix,
The Netflix
Prime
group,
watch party.
group
It'll be
watch,
fun.
whatever. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, cool. All right.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
It's gonna be
Also,
good.
the next Merchathon, October 25th, Wednesday night, taping during the live stream taping for that. Thursday's podcast. So get ready. Come up with dares for us for what you want us to do for merch purchases. And we'll have discounts, obviously, store.hardfactor.com.
How much to bleach your mustache, Will?
No. You got to get the followers. We only need like 500 YouTube subscribers and like a few thousand Instagram. Or it's an or. So either one.
I'm gonna have my wife draw like a jack-o'-lantern pattern on me, so, like in marker, so that I have because I'm gonna have to do it like myself during the thing. So I'm gonna try to get between the lines if I shave.
Now the question for many of the listeners is: are you guys going to paint your nails to make up for last time? And is Pat going to produce his
Time
voice
out. I'll paint my nails anytime, but not until Wes and Pat do their shit, because I by far did the most stuff last time. Painting my nails, I'll paint my nails 10 times this year. I did a cat taco, an onion, and a bouillon cube. I'm not going to do anything until those guys do it.
I ate a scorpion. I ate fucking nasty bugs and
Will
shit.
Wes and Pat ever live
Talk
up to
to
their
Pat.
pets? Many listeners.
Listen, what
have
bets
asked.
have I not lived up to besides not painting my fucking nails?
There it is. That one.
Well, there's
Okay.
one.
Well, when I don't have weddings, I'll paint my nails all week.
What are you gonna do this time around, though, Wes?
I don't know.
Yeah,
know.
you
I
better
don't want to
start
eat
thinking
bugs
about it.
again. That was disgusting.
Oh yeah, chocolate covered one bug.
What?
No, the
Pat,
other,
I
the
mean-
larva.
Yeah.
You are right. Pat technically owes going to counter protest a political rally and also.
I got
Frank
no
Walker
problem
thing.
painting these nails. I just got a fucking pedicure this weekend. Okay, like I got no problem painting my fucking nails, but I'm not
That's
doing
fancy.
it until Pat and Wes do their things.
I'll paint my nails starting Monday. How about that? I'll do it all Monday through Thursday. I don't have any until
Perfect.
I have a wedding. Then that's fine. I'm not going to my
Look at
wedding
that.
with red nails.
There
So
you go.
now, once Wes paints his nails, the pressure's really on Pat.
No problem.
And Rad Dad, I asked if it could use his name. Rad Dad has shipped me the bottle of Malort, and I have some Chicago gear. I'm going to be changing into for that.
Can you only get them on Malort in Chicago?
I think so. I mean, I don't know.
It's that bad, huh?
It's that bad, I think.
They don't ship it out of the
You might
city.
look like a crazy person if you ask for a Malort in an Austin store. They're like, what?
I bet you get it at Specs.
Maybe. I mean, Rad Dad's a swell guy, and he wanted to ship it to me. So
Yeah, no, it's better if it's straight from Chicago.
from a Chicago man.
Yeah.
Good point from live commenter Tiller. He says, "Got to be a Satan temple counter protest, maybe for Pat." I mean, he would be. Oh, right. He sets up like the Satan table at a church. That would be a good one.
I think he should have to go to the Satanic temple outside of it and fight for God. Right? He has to go outside the Satanic temple and like set up a God.
It's a counter protest of some sort.
Okay.
He uses a prank call to one of his family members too.
Right.
Yeah.
Those are the two that
yeah.
They've been hanging on his bill for quite a while now. Who wants to send in the card today? Huh?
Wes does.
Yeah, I'll do it. Why not?
Wes does.
Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, there we go. Send in the car.
Send in the car. Send in the car.
Fantastic.
Got a what the hell China story for you today. It's more like, what the hell China? What the hell China?
What the hell, China?
What the hell China?
Yeah.
You guys been in the National Zoo to see the pandas, right?
Yeah, in DC.
Yeah, DC.
Yeah.
Will
Yeah,
you seen the
right.
pandas?
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
everybody who lives near DC. Yeah.
Yeah. How about that hill, huh?
Yingling and Ching Ching, or what? Yingling and
You go there and they're like sitting still completely, and you're like, wow, there's the pandas.
Yeah, and you're surrounded by Asians.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't
Check
know.
it out. Look, here's a picture of all the Asians going to see the pandas in DC. If you can spot them if you look close.
It's like home.
Yeah. Well, hey, if they're living over here, this is the only chance they get to see their native bear.
Right.
But what about that hill, though, huh? Did you know that the DC National Zoo is built on a hill? I mean, I don't know if you guys remember it, but it's no place for a fat guy. That
surprising because there's not a ton of big hills in DC.
Yeah, well, the zoo is built on a huge hill. Luckily, there's plenty of snack stops on the way up the hill, and the panda exhibit's at the top of the hill. So if you don't,
ice cream bars,
yeah, lemonade and ice cream
pop on
all the way up.
Yeah.
Boy, I like leaving the pandas when it's downhill.
Yeah. Leaving the panda is much easier.
Yeah.
The pandas at the very top of the hill, but they won't be for long, and that's because all the pandas have cancer and are dying. You believe that?
No, I don't believe that.
No, you're right. I don't believe it. It's because China's stealing them back. They're taking their.
No, they were on loan like Messi, like a soccer player.
All pandas are on loan from China, and they use pandas as a diplomatic tool, as a bargaining chip to get what they want. Yeah, and they've done it for centuries, quite frankly.
What?
Yeah. We have to pay an insane amount of money every place. So there was 4 zoos in the United States, and I'll get to that a little bit more later.
Can we guess them?
Yeah, you'll never guess all of them.
San Diego, DC.
Gotta be San Diego. Yeah.
Where else?
Ohio.
Ohio.
Where Harambe was.
Oh no.
Gorillas
are not pandas.
New York.
No.
Another place in California.
Someone in the chat. Someone in the chat.
East Coast. Both the remaining 2 are east. Yep, Atlanta's one. Yep.
Okay.
Florida.
Miami.
You'll never guess the last one.
Maine.
I know I told Will before.
Vermont, New Hampshire.
No.
Oh, I don't recall.
No.
Pennsylvania.
Oh,
Delaware.
Yeah, I'm not gonna guess.
Yeah.
Delaware, Maryland.
Nope. You'll never get it, Mark.
North Carolina, South Carolina.
You'd never guess this place should have a panda, and they prove they should not have a panda.
East Coast. I give up.
Well, you're gonna give me shit because I said East Coast, but it's Tennessee. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I nailed most of the coast, so I figured it was a little bit inland, right? You know?
Yeah.
I was running out of states. Yeah.
Good old Memphis Zoo had a panda, So for 50 years, the DC National Zoo, we've had them. We have 3 enslaved right now. Tian 26, Mi Zhang, 25, and Zhao Qiji, who's age 3. So we actually bred those 2,
Nice.
Mel Zhang.
So they're born in America. They're ours.
They're American pandas.
Dual citizenship. Yeah.
Right. But, it's weird. China wants to get rid of all their kids, but they can't take the pandas back quick enough. So come December 7th, they're taking their pandas back from the DC National Zoo, ending the 50 years that people have been able to come and enjoy the pandas for free.
What about the ones born in the USA?
Nope. Those are theirs. Under the clause, under the agreement that we have with China, we not only pay them millions and millions of dollars over the years to keep these fucking things, but if we successfully breed any, they are also belong to China as well.
I guess
that's
Bruce
part of
Springsteen was wrong.
This is an act of war.
Yeah, it is. And then clearly it's a political move, right? I mean, because we're not getting along with China so well.
The pandas are beloved here. This is an act of war.
Really? To be frank, who gives a fuck?
Everyone.
Really?
Dude, they have 24.
Well, do you not remember growing up when like a panda was maybe pregnant? It was like the front page of the Washington Post for 7 months in a row was like
people made a big deal about it. Even as a kid, I thought, wow, this is dumb.
Yeah. Even my son, who I took to see the pandas, who is half Chinese, couldn't have cared less.
Panda.
It was the dumbest fucking thing.
I thought he was going to be thrilled, but it just didn't sink in. I guess.
Broads in Atlanta. That makes sense now. Pandas in Atlanta.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, they're taking them back. The San Diego, I guess, already gave theirs back in 2019.
They're like, we don't want it.
Yeah,
it gets no visitors. Go ahead.
Wow. No. It
gets visitors.
The pandas basically fund the entire zoo.
Yeah, I mean, you might not like it, but the pandas gets visitors
because
they're like the Taylor Swift of the zoo.
If you have to pay millions of dollars, how does it fund the zoo?
Because the merchandise they sell with the fucking pandas.
The U.S. government pays the millions of dollars, right? So
yeah. I mean, the National Zoo is part of
the taxpayers pay the millions of dollars for the zoos to make money.
That's right. That sounds right. That sounds right. Yeah.
This sounds like a great deal that we're getting rid of it.
I mean, I could care less, to be honest with you, but there are a lot of people that are going to be upset. Now, going back to that Memphis Zoo, like I said, this panda has a hilarious backstory. So, in a few years ago, some images came out of of Yaya, who was the panda who was at the Memphis Zoo. And as you might expect, the good old people in Memphis had no business having a panda at their zoo. And look at what they did.
What's his name? Yayo? They named after Coke?
Yeah. Well, look, he looks like he's on meth in this picture. Look at him.
Oh, no.
Well, I can see why they want him back.
They didn't take care of that. That's fake, dude.
No, it's not. That's
fake,
Yaya. Dude, these pictures that I'm going to show you. Look, he's hung over. He's clutching a rock here.
That's why China wants him back. Is because of how Tennessee is treated this.
We're treating Yaya like North Korea treated that UVA kid.
That's tough. He looks like a beat up stuffed animal.
Shit, dude.
He looks like an Austin Zoo panda. This is the best one. He just looks high as fuck after eating bamboo. He's just So
what the fuck are they doing to Yaya?
Well,
he looks like a degenerate too, though. To be fair to Tennessee,
well, he got all Tennessee'd out. He became one of them, and during his stay. And just kidding, Tennessee, beautiful state. And after the images of Yaya were passed around in China, the Chinese people just lost their minds. They're like, we need to save Yaya.
Rightfully so, though.
Yeah. But they said that he was emaciated, that they were not taking care of him. But the Chinese people and the American people said that he had like some kind of fur,
mange.
Mange.
You rented us with a faulty fucking panda.
Ringworm, roundworm, mange.
They gave us a shitty panda.
Yeah. Diabetes, AIDS.
So can we do this like to all like raccoons or turkeys?
Probably.
Like we can eminent domain this shit and claim that we own a species. Like, can we?
No, because nobody wants them. We want them.
People want to eat turkeys, Wes. That's
a guarantee. Had turkey before?
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm saying to don't they have turkeys in fucking
it's
England
an American bird.
Okay.
It's an American bird.
Well, they got
Turkey.
pheasants
I'm
and shit.
googling American-only animals, and I'm going to start claiming them.
Yeah, turkeys. No, nobody else can eat
Tur-
turkey besides
What
us.
about
If they have
That's fine.
the
I don't
bald eagle?
think Chinese people eat turkey, to be honest with
What
you.
about the American alligator?
Yeah,
I
they
think
want
they-
alligator
they-
bites.
That's a big draw, probably at a zoo. An alligator.
The Chinese probably want their testicles. Anyway, the first the U.S. was rewarded its first panda with Richard Nixon in office in 1972, and it has to do with like what's the fucking oh god damn it, I have it right here. Hang on, it's some kind of trade. Like it's like almost
he
like
was the first to visit China, right, in a long time. Like he was the first U.S.
uranium deals. It's about uranium deals.
What?
So yeah,
They were
like,
they were pork barreled into uranium deals.
a 2013 study found a correlation between uranium deals and panda loans to Canada and France.
Yep.
And
Jesus.
basically, if China likes you and they can get something from you, they give you a fucking panda.
Well, no, that's the new rule. That's the new
Yeah.
rule. If you want to have a turkey slaughterhouse, you also have to buy a bunch of Raytheon and Lockheed Martin missiles.
Yeah.
That's a package deal.
I
You
think that's a
cannot
good
buy
one.
one without the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom.
So
Gobble gobble, motherfuckers. You know.
gobble gobble. Gobble gobble.
You know?
So you have until December
It's basically
7th.
what China's doing.
Oh yeah. We
Oh, they're
give you
taking it back.
pandas. You look the other way while we make you nuclear missiles. It sounds
Using them as a bargaining chip
Yeah.
in like international war
Yeah.
trade. I
Yeah.
mean, like,
Do you really want to see under the silo, or can we just hand you this baby panda?
And they've got tons of them over there. They've got
I
them
know.
to spare over there.
yeah.
You've seen the
just like us with
videos.
the turkeys.
Well,
Yeah.
it sucks because that's like I don't have absolutely no problem whatsoever with the Chinese people themselves. They're awesome.
Of course.
They like to have fun. They're cool. They do the drinking challenge with one of their coolest people. But
Both of our nations have governments that can act.
yeah, I just don't want to go over there at all whatsoever and like become like, you know, arrested. And the only reason to go over there is pandas. Honestly,
Nah,
the
the
food,
architecture. There's
Pandas.
The food.
it's only pandas. Right?
Chinese food is the best in the world.
I mean, the Great
right,
Wall is
in my
obviously
opinion.
a disgrace of a monument. It's
Yeah, you know, I mean,
it's
that's
panda.
kind of pointless, but
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so you have until December 7th to see the pandas in the zoo, and Atlanta has theirs until late 2024, and then no more pandas for the United States for the foreseeable future.
oh no.
Yeah, but don't worry, they're gonna go to some magical panda conservation area in China. If you really give a shit about them, they're gonna be far better off in China than they are in the
You know what
Memphis
this
Zoo.
you know what this means? AI pandas, CGI pandas. The Sphere is going to do a panda show. You know, it's just going to be
Oh.
now digital pandas now.
Oh,
Yeah.
the send off of these fucking pandas is gonna be insane.
Yeah, good luck
What's
getting a
another
ticket to
sweet
that.
ass animal that only we have? We need to start getting
The
in on
bald
this.
eagle will.
Damn, dude. Well, I think does it okay.
Yes, it's North America. This is includes like Canada and you know, like specifically, I don't think Mexico has bald eagles, but in North America, it's only the bald eagle, the American alligator, American black bear, the American
Ooh.
bison. Whoops, sorry, bison.
Grizzly bear.
That's on us,
I
bison.
know though, 'cause
Grizzly,
Russia has
yeah.
Russia has
Well,
grizzly
Black
bears.
bear, black bear.
Yeah.
It's the black bear.
Yeah.
Grizzlies we could use.
Ferrets. Oh, how about
Kodiak.
this? How about this? Again, this is Canada as well, but how about motherfucking groundhogs? People seem to like those. No more groundhogs.
Yeah, take that.
American alligator.
Anyway, you know, sorry if you're a panda lover, but
Yeah.
China's taking them back.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're taking them
not
all
bad.
back.
Guess what? I'm not
Tough
gonna
day
tell,
for
I'm not gonna tell my
This
wife
one.
about that story because she's gonna make me go to the fucking zoo because she loves pandas. And
Oof.
Well, you know what?
She's
Much
always-
time.
Closest one to you.
she's always like, "Well, I wish we could go to China just to see the pandas." And I'm always like, "Well, we can go to the zoo." And now that's out.
It'd be a special trip. You got 2 months, pal.
Yeah.
You gotta go to Atlanta.
Well, I'm gonna
Nah,
tell her
3
like
months.
a day. I'm gonna tell her like a day before.
2 months.
Yeah. Oh, I just found out about it.
Imagine Mark booking a ticket to go see the pandas. A plane
That'd be
ticket.
God.
Yeah. That'd be amazing.
Oh my God.
I hope it happens.
Real quick, our Bird Dogs sponsorship is unfortunately coming to a close. So if you want to take advantage of the free water bottle, go to birddogs.com/hnews. That promo code, we don't know how much longer it's going to be. We'll probably get them back next summer.
Right,
BIRDDOGS is a seasonal vendor. We
right.
love them.
The official bottom half of Fat Boy Summer, of course.
Yeah.
Buy some stuff now, and then we'll get them back. If you buy a bunch of stuff now, we'll get them back next spring.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
We love
Want 'em back in
BIRDDOGS.
Fat Boy Summer.
We've had a great relationship with them, so please support our sponsors. It helps support us. BIRDDOGS.com/HNews. Really great products, and get yourself that free water bottle.
Nice. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Do it. BIRDDOGS.com/HNews. Hey guys, it's October, and that means Halloween, and that means spooky season. And you can hook the horror content to my veins because I fucking love Halloween. I love October. I love horror content almost as much as Christmas and Christmas music and movies. This is like this is my time. Starting now, all the way through Christmas.
Wow.
I'm vibing.
Strong 2 months for you.
Oh yeah. Yep, it rolls right in.
October is great. October 1st is a kickoff, like Mark says, basically of like everything festive. So
yeah, go ahead, China, take the fucking pandas. Good time to do it right now. Football's on. It's spooky
pumpkins,
season.
Turkey, pumpkin pies.
It's in the
potatoes.
It's in the mid to low 90s. It's a high in Austin. We're out of the hundreds. So go fuck yourself.
Well, what about the tradition of visiting the pandas on Christmas Eve?
Well, that's gone. That's gone. And I got a couple spooky tales for you in honor of October and spooky season. And I was gonna make a clip, but I ran out of time. And I was gonna say, transportation tales of terror. This is about transportation. First up, a woman in San Francisco was severely injured Monday night when she was struck by a hit-and-run driver that then launched her into oncoming traffic, the other lane, where she was hit by another car, this time driverless, a Cruise robot taxi auto driving vehicle that hit the brakes while on top of her and pinned her under the car and then shut down because it didn't know what to do.
Did she survive?
Her. She barely survived. I don't think she's ever going to walk again, but she
wish she didn't survive.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So we officially have an AI car taking out a pedestrian.
Transportation tales of terror.
Wow.
Terror.
That's terrifying.
That's a shitty night to get hit by a driver that drives off and then a driverless car. That sucks. Are you guys familiar with Cruise vehicles?
Yeah, they're the ones in Texas that caused that big fucking.
That's right. Well,
right. It's like the Priuses with the orange and white. Yeah.
That's right. There are self-driving cars and offering driverless taxi rides in San Francisco, ATX, that's Austin, and Phoenix right now. So those three cities are unfortunate enough to have Cruise vehicles all around town.
They throw rocks at them in Phoenix.
Yeah.
Remember we did the story about that?
Yeah.
They vandalize them.
Yeah. Well, they might start doing that in San Francisco.
Under the wheels. I mean,
yeah, they might start doing that in San Francisco after this.
They killed they killed a person in Phoenix too, I believe.
San Francisco. We'll get to it. Okay. They killed someone in San Francisco, sort of. So here's Cruise issuing their text. They're explaining the situation. They say at approximately 9:30 p.m. on Monday, October 2nd, a human-driven vehicle struck a pedestrian while traveling in the lane immediately to the left of a Cruise auto vehicle. The initial impact was severe and launched the pedestrian directly in front of our car. The auto vehicle then braked aggressively to minimize the impact. The driver of the other vehicle fled the scene, and at the request of the police, the AV was kept in place, aka it just freaked out and didn't know what to do. Our heartfelt concern and focus is on the well-being of the person who was trapped under our car for hours.
Right. They left that part out of their tweet, but they should have included it.
They should have.
They glossed over that whole part.
They did.
I feel like 10 strong guys could lift the Cruise car off of someone.
It's exactly what happened, Wes.
Okay.
Here, I'll play you the clip of how they saved her real quick. Yeah. Oh, is it playing with audio?
Nope.
No,
it doesn't have any audio.
What she's saying is 10 strong men lifted the car off of the person, and then the fire department brought in the jaws of life, and they pried open the rest of the car, and they rescued the woman. And then here's San Francisco Fire Department guy who hates Cruise vehicles, which we're going to get into more, why the San Francisco Fire Department absolutely fucking hates these things, because Cruise has been in the news before. As recently, a fire truck collided with a driverless auto vehicle because it was trying to, get around traffic to save, stop a fire. And so it was running red lights and going around and weaving around. But a driverless car doesn't understand a car with sirens misbehaving. So it drove directly into the fucking fire truck, causing them to not be able to get to the scene of the emergency.
That's bad.
Yeah,
Dude.
it doesn't understand people acting funny on the roads. Like, for example, emergency vehicles rushing to say ambulances rushing to save lives, fire trucks. Now, California,
we haven't coded that in yet.
They
haven't
sure
coded
haven't.
its heart in yet. That's in the next bill.
They sure as shit haven't coded it in. And now California has a law where it's illegal in California not to yield the right of way to an emergency vehicle approaching with its licensed sirens on. So Cruise is breaking the law, although they once again tweeted an excuse of why it was okay. Cruise says one of our cars entered the intersection on a green light and was struck by an emergency vehicle that appeared to be en route to an emergency scene. Yeah, but your car didn't yield, dude. It just went.
Why are they always the victim in every tweet? I mean, like these automated vehicles that are heavy enough and fast enough to absolutely just smoke people. But they're the victim in every tweet.
They doth protest a lot, Will. They don't really take ownership of any of the shit they do. And Cruz also was in the news just last month again when the San Francisco Fire Department claimed that 2 of the robo-taxis blocked in an ambulance carrying a patient, delaying the patient from getting to the hospital in a timely fashion. That patient died as they got to the hospital.
Oh my goodness.
So that might be the one Wes was referring to. I'm not sure if there's a different one, but these cars blocked in an ambulance. They couldn't get around them. And of course, Cruz had something to say about that as well. They texted, where's this one? They said they texted, somebody call the wambulance at San Francisco Fire Department. Whoa.
Damn.
Whoa,
aggressive.
Jesus. Then they followed up with, better call the ambulance.
They started memeing them.
Yeah, they started memeing the fire department, who obviously you can see why the fire department does not like these cruise vehicles. They've been dealing with them for months. The guy in the video that didn't play was saying, like, there's a lot of factors that these cars don't get, like blinking lights, like nighttime, like humans. Like he just listed all the things.
Sounds like they're not ready for beta testing on the streets yet.
They're not, but they're out there. They're out there causing accidents and running over people and delaying emergency vehicles from getting to where they need to be. Well,
damn, dude.
Now that last tweet,
R.I.P.
That last tweet I'd like to say was parody. Don't sue us, cruise taxis. This is a comedy satire show. Although I doubt you'll have the time, seeing as you're going to be tied up in court for lawsuits from now until the end of time, as your real transportation terror.
Yeah. Hey, nobody's happy about this except the CEO of Peloton, because Cruz is making them look a lot less bad.
He's probably on the board of directors for Cruz. He's like, what they kill a couple kids in the ambulance, who cares?
I've done this before.
Speaking of comedy satire, intern Jackson wants us fact checked me, saying China has not loaned out pandas for centuries, and that was clearly a joke, Jackson. I know they haven't been loaning out pandas for centuries, so thank you.
It would have been tough
since the Middle Ages
of consistent travel.
Thanks for that.
We probably didn't make deals with China until the late 1800s.
Thanks for that brilliant fact check there, Jackson.
Yeah. Air travel would make this a lot more convenient,
right?
For sure.
Wait a minute, did he say centuries?
The United States was founded in 1776.
Tough at work there, Jackson.
Jahinder wants to know if they watches the YouTube but doesn't finish it, then checks out the Spotify. Does that fuck up your numbers? In a good way, because it probably
fuck us up.
You watched it twice. It's good.
Yeah,
go for it,
up, bro. Yeah, no, and also
download, watch all that stuff.
Yeah, and for everybody who's normally watching on Spotify, for now, hey, take it to youtube.com/hardfactornews, because we're going to try to get our videos back on Spotify as soon as we can, but we had to switch over where we're posting from. Can't get them up there right now, but if you still want to watch, youtube.com/hardfactornews. It's got all the chapters there. I've heard that the premium YouTube actually lets you do the audio in the background, just like Spotify. So
there's YouTube. Yes, YouTube Premium lets you like kind of exit out of the app, or like you don't.
Right. So that's your thing. Get on it, and that's how you can replace it for now. We will try to get the video back up.
I think you need to listen for like a full minute to count as a listen or something like that. I don't know. Anyways, next, do you want me to do my second Tale of Terror, or do you want me to wait? Because
terror.
Okay,
go for it.
Next,
Wes, unless you have object.
I would love the terror.
All right. Terror. This one's maybe even more terrifying than murderless driverless cars, if you can believe it. Yeah, I got some good. These are some all-time transportation tales of terror. Like
That's pretty terrifying, Mark.
I know, a driverless car that's like pinning human beings underneath it, and like that's pretty scary. But this is worse. Yeah, yeah. A woman in Saratoga, New York, which I think that's upstate New York, maybe near Albany. I don't know. Has been experiencing a sense of dread over the past several years. Like somebody's been watching her. You know. That feeling when you're a really hot chick that someone's like stalking the absolute bejesus out of you. You know that feeling?
I don't get it, but I like Wes. I could think about it.
I would think that everyone was stalking me if I was a hot chick.
Well, she was right about one
right.
Yeah. She was right. Yeah, you'd be right. She was right. They're right. Yeah. So I guess her senses were right.
Damn.
But when she looked around, like. She couldn't see anyone. It wasn't like someone following her on foot. It wasn't anyone like in a car. It was like she was like, "What is this? I'm definitely being followed, but like I can't." And then she looked up. All of a sudden, she looked up and realized that the same Cessna 180, small plane. Yeah, you heard me, Will.
The same Cessna? No, I thought you were gonna say drone.
Nope, an actual fucking plane. Will. A man flying around in a Cessna 180 had been flying over her head several times a week for years at a really low height, peering out and down at her.
You gotta be shitting me.
And that's because
they have a telescope.
Yeah, no, he was pretty low and he was just like leaning over.
How did that give him any satisfaction? I mean,
I don't. Maybe
he's jerking off up there, man.
Yeah,
that's exciting.
Crop dusting, and that's because the Cessna pilot and owner, 65-year-old Michael Arnold of Manchester, New Hampshire, constantly drove to Bennington, Vermont, where his Cessna was parked at William H. Morse State Airport, and then he would get in that little plane and fly it straight to Saratoga, New York. So it was a 3-state operation, and he would just fly it directly to that woman, where he would go jerk off over her head for years.
Oh, damn, that's awesome.
Can she file like, is this sexual assault or?
The FBI got involved. Well, it got so bad the FBI and New York department had to figure out what was going on. They got involved. They confirmed that Arnold was stalking the shit out of this lady. They arrested him and charged him Tuesday with aggravated stalking, impeding false information to a police officer and resisting arrest. He didn't go quietly. He's out on
so
bond.
They like tried to back him off, and he was like, and he didn't let him. He didn't let him get to him. He was
no, let me go see Sarah.
Oh, shit.
You ran to his plane and just took off.
Yeah. He could not be denied.
Flies in the ocean.
Crashes right into her house.
He was going to crash into her house soon.
Yeah.
That was the next step.
You know he was.
He was moments away from, like as the heat was coming in on him, he was just going to crash into her house like a love letter. I love you, Sarah.
Did he know her in real life or anything? Or
there's not a lot of information about that. I'd love to get more information, like the woman's name and certainly a picture of her, because geez, she must be something.
What if he was just obsessed with her property, like her house? Like maybe he was just obsessed with that piece of property, not her.
Sure, he's not going to give you a straight answer, Wes.
That's what he should say.
Yeah,
he like flew over one day when she was sunbathing, and
maybe topless.
It started some kind of thing.
Maybe she was like topless sunbathing.
She's like fingering herself, topless sunbathing.
Yeah, and he was like,
probably not, but probably just laying there. And then
Michael Arnold, what have you discovered? Is what
he's crazy enough to drive and fly to 3 different states just to masturbate. So you never know what got him in there in the first place.
She's like Helena Troy.
You should check his flight pattern. I bet he's written all kinds of like scary shit in his flight pattern over her house.
Poems.
Yeah.
He's written poems over
her.
Lots of
and
dick drawings. Yeah, lots of dick drawings. So just a hand. 9 out of 10 dick drawings.
Flying up and down over me.
Hand in a clock. Yeah. with motion marks.
Yeah. And then like the ropes. He's shooting the ropes. He's out on bond already, but he's been served a restraining order and told he can't fly over the woman's area anymore, which is, we'll see.
Surprising they let him fly still at all.
He can fly, just not over her.
Still a pilot.
She's restricted airspace now. That's awesome.
Isn't that a hilarious tale of terror? A guy to
It's harmless.
Stalking you. It's harmless.
Well, nothing happened. Nothing happened, so it's funny.
Dude, it's terrifying. Yeah, it's hilarious, but it's
terrifying for her that he was potentially going to drive right into her house with the Cessna. But yeah, pretty funny in the end, considering it's just an insane guy who needed a plane to masturbate.
65.
Yeah, that makes it funny.
Yeah,
I mean, it's pathetic. Yeah, I mean, I thought those were two good spooky ones. Driverless cars and old masturbating Cessna flight stalker guys. Pretty
good. Terror. No, those are good, Mark. Thank you. Yeah. Wes, you mind if we keep the terror train rolling?
Yeah, terror it up.
I've got an animal terrorism update for you guys because it's on the rise. It's an alarming trend on the rise. Animal terrorism. It's exactly what it sounds like. People, in these cases, American citizens, being terrorized by overly aggressive animals that have been thrust upon them with no recourse whatsoever. So these folks are just having a deal with these animal terrorists face to face. Yeah. And first up, taking it down to y'all's stomping grounds, Texas, Central Texas, in Llano County, Texas, is the first example we're going to look at of animal terrorism today. Fox 7 Austin has the scoop of what happened to Wendy Goldstein's family last week. Here you go.
Inside my parents' house.
Pulling over on him.
It was like playing with them and humping their legs and shit.
Here, pig.
Yeah. The pig.
It's got me pinned down.
Yeah, folded like an accordion.
Get out of here. There's too much food laying around. Pig's pinning me down.
This fucking pig. It's a 305-pound black and white pig, like a big ass farm pig, aggressive and horny, a big boss hog. And as you can see, the excuse from the police for all the attacks was basically that he got out of his pen and that he's just too horny to be controlled, and that 305-pound hog is just fucking humping everybody into
just
submission.
3 toppled over people. There's like 6 TV trays knocked over. TV dinners.
just humping everything in sight.
Disabled parents.
Oh yeah,
disabled parents and the kids.
One of those foot baths is getting splashed in. You know, like the soak your feet in type thing. Yeah,
horrible
mess in there. Yeah.
Horrible for the Goldstein family, but they have graciously declined to file any charges against the owner of this pig terrorist who aggressively humped their entire family. I'm guessing on the condition that it stays pinned in and that they don't get humped again. You know,
they get some free pork chops.
Yeah, otherwise he's bacon. Exactly. Yeah.
Hopefully they can keep that pig terrorist pinned in going forward. But guys, like I said, it's an alarming trend. It's not just in America's heartland, in the capital city itself, Washington, D.C. Surprise, it's Biden time. There's been another vicious attack on a White House staffer by first dog Commander Biden.
No.
Oh, no.
Yeah, look how jacked up he is in that picture.
Oh, no. What did Hunter leave his coke around again?
12 now, right?
12. West.
Yeah.
12 reported, Wes.
Yeah,
12 reported. As reported by the Daily Mail this week. This time, Commander got the gardener. You can see him there.
Holy shit. They got video.
They caught it.
Photo evidence of Commander biting the gardener on the forearm. That is Dale Haney, 71 years old. He's the superintendent of the White House groundskeepers. And on September 13th, he was unwittingly photographed by a White House visitor who was inside the gift shop while Commander Biden was biting him on the arm in the garden.
What a lucky picture from that visitor. Okay, so this leads me to believe that this happens pretty much 7 times a day if a visitor got that picture.
Oh yeah, he bites everyone that's around him.
It's not 12 times, it's 1,200 times.
Yeah. All the time. And I'm not sure if that's Gardner's swamp ass or if Commander scared Dale pretty bad with that when he turned around and was able to get his arm free, luckily. But his pants were wet.
I will say this as a recent dog owner and lover, it did look like kind of like a friendly sort of bite like that on the arm.
It was.
It looked like,
Well, it was
like
a
he's kind
nippy.
of like he's playing a little bit. Yeah.
It was. They were definitely playing, Mark. They were definitely playing.
Yeah.
The anonymous photographer said that Commander was jacked up and going crazy in the garden, and they told the Daily Mail, perhaps it was meant as a playful nip, but that's a big dog to be behaving like that. To me, that's a bite. And so British people are
To me, that's a
To me, it's a bite.
What was his taste around him? Was his taste around him though?
Hey, your blood, it's a bite.
He reads you the definition from Oxford Dictionary. That's a bite.
Man said, ow, it's a bite.
So I mean, I agree. I'm with Mark. I think it looks a little playful. But you got to remember, guys, this is Commander's 12th confirmed bite.
Dog who cried wolf. At this point, you can't give him the benefit of the doubt. Yeah.
Right. No. 12th confirmed bite. I think first one on photograph, including one that hospitalized a Secret Service agent in November 2022. And while the White House has blamed the Secret Service's presence in general at the White House for everything, all of the dog's behaviors as of this Monday, that was according to Politico. This is now the first confirmed bite on a non-Secret Service staffer for Commander. And if you recall, Major Biden, the short-lived rescue second dog, had to be removed from the White House in early 2021 after attacking several Secret Service members, a National Parks Service employees, and at least one unsuspecting White House visitor who was there just to look. White House,
I think we've mentioned it before.
Not immune,
but maybe not enough. I think Joe or Jill are both bites in the sack.
Who knows? There's something
where these dogs learn it. Where these dogs learn it.
Bites in the sack.
And that's when he's his happiest, and the dog's like, oh, look at my owner. He's loving this biting. And she seems to be okay with it. Maybe that's where the dogs learn.
A little bit of imitation going on. Perhaps so. But keep your head on a swivel, everyone, because animal terrorism can strike anywhere, even inside the White House or your own home in Texas, for that matter. You just got to be prepared out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow!
Look out for those hogs.
Yeah. Who'd you rather get attacked by? A horny 305-pound hog or an angry Commander Biden?
Probably the hog.
Horny hog.
The horny hog, 100%.
You could trick it a little bit and pet it. Like the dog's gonna hurt you.
Yeah, the dog's gonna draw blood and stitches and all kinds of shit.
The pig's more disgusting, but the dog's gonna hurt more.
Pig's funny too.
Yeah, it's funny. It's a better story.
Like I'd laugh at one of you if you got attacked by that.
The pig jizzed on my thigh.
Wouldn't be funny to get attacked by Commander.
Versus I have cartilage issues and torn muscles.
That's great. Well, that's all the terrorism. That's all the terrorism I got. But shout out to listener Jake. He sent in the car, patreon.com/hardfactor. Be like Jake. He also sent us a terroristic type story about a creepy dude from his high school who got busted. He's a teacher now, busted for banging debate girls at his mom's house on the debate team. So, so he got
let's see that rebuttal. You know what I mean?
Also, wanted to give a quick shout out to listener Sabina. She's in the private chat in the live chat a lot. She says, guys, I can give you a palm reading without physical presence. Plus, I'm a positive psychology. I am positive psychology oriented. No bad news. Cheers, Sabina. So this could help us from the terror that we all have of palm readings.
Sounds like a good Hive hour to me.
Yeah, maybe we can get Sabina on the Hive hour.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. That'd be nice.
Sabina, thank you. I've actually got some more animal terror, shockingly enough. It's an animal full, but this time it's
now I really wish I had that clip made.
This time it's reversed. It's humans terrorizing animals. Okay,
that's usual.
Now, before I do the story, Will, as our bird expert on the show, I've got a little test for you. Can you please identify these two birds? First up,
red-tailed hawk.
Nailed it. That one was easy. This one's a little harder.
From the bottom, oh man, is it a falcon or a hawk? Can you tell me?
It's a hawk.
Red-shouldered hawk.
Nope. I can see why you'd say that. It's Cooper's hawk.
Cooper's hawk. There you go. Cooper's hawk. That makes sense.
Yeah. And
Right.
Of course it was Cooper's hawk.
Of course. Idiot. What an idiot.
I should have gotten Cooper's. It has the banded bottom and everything.
Yeah.
Should have gotten.
Now,
those eyes checked.
Now, I don't know, like usually old men, right? They can be separated into two categories. You're either one or the other. You either develop a appreciation for birds or you develop an appreciation for squirrels as you get older, right? I think so. I think it's one or the other.
My dad is one of the rare ones. He does he only birds. He'll destroy squirrels with no mercy.
Kind of like a ground nature and air nature, so to speak.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And
my dad feeds foxes, I think, in hopes that they will destroy all the squirrels. He's lured a fox family into his backyard.
So to Wes's point, he's not on the squirrel side, but he's birds.
He's bird guy.
Only.
Yeah. I mean, old men, they just start feeding things as they get older. Whatever it is around, they'll feed it.
Yeah. Like their desire to jerk off to women in their Cessnas.
Well, I'll tell you what, feeding the geese and the ducks is a lot healthier habit than
yeah.
Yeah, much easier.
Yeah, if you gotta work something out, maybe just get out there in nature and feed the animals.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But you can't have it both ways because birds, like those hawks I just showed you, they eat squirrels. So what are you going to do if you put a squirrel feeder in your backyard and all these pesky red-tailed or Cooper's hawks keep stealing the joy out of your life by murdering all the squirrels that are eating from your feeder? What are you going to do?
You're going to be sad watching all that terror. That's what you're going to do.
That's a lot of terror. Well, if you're 64-year-old Robert Ferreira of Portsmouth, Rhode Island, Portsmouth, you take matters into your own hands and you turn it into a one-man hawk killing machine. And that's what he did.
He's like, what's his face from Death Wish?
He's
seen enough. He just has to murder hawks now.
Poor Charles Bronson. Oh, these hawks.
He turned into a hawk killing machine.
Yeah.
That's it. Paints his face.
He's Rambo.
Officials allege that between October 1st of 2018 and April 18th of 2021, he used a pellet gun to kill over 80 hawks.
Wow.
Which
pretty impressive with the
whoa.
Yeah, pretty impressive. Which he believed were a threat to the squirrels who visited his property and whom he loved and enjoyed to watch as the rascals, jumped around and, fed on his feeders.
80 hawks.
80 hawks. Now, neighbors, all of a sudden, they kept hearing popping sounds from near his home, and they found a bunch of injured and dead hawks near and around his property. So
he didn't clean them up.
No, because he wasn't going to go find them.
It was a message for the other hawks.
What a psychopath!
Yeah. Now
clean up the carcasses. You know that like it's common. I think it's pretty common for farmers and whatnot to kill hawks, but it's like a federal crime. So you have to clean up the carcass, otherwise you're going to get busted.
Yeah, you can't really defend it by saying I like squirrels.
No, because those you can kill.
That doesn't work. Yeah, the argument doesn't
freely.
Work. You probably should hide the evidence.
Yeah, you can kill as many squirrels as you fucking want, I think. Yes, well, you're right. They're protected under the Migratory Bird Treaty Act, and that protects certain birds, including the red-tailed and the Cooper hawk. And unless you have a permit,
some old guy negotiated that deal, the Bird Treaty Act.
Oh yeah,
oh yeah,
yeah. He was real old.
Room.
He loved birds.
Now I can die.
Yeah, so you can't touch these things unless, like Will said, they're like fucking with your chickens or something, and you get a permit to hunt like a pest, like a problematic hawk or something. So he faces up to 6 months in prison and a fine of up to $15,000, which for 80 hawks is quite a deal. Because
he's getting off light, I think.
Yeah, he's getting off pretty light. He's due back in court October 12th, but the squirrels are thanking him.
This guy's a good shot.
He is. It's impressive to do that with a pellet gun in that short of a time. Yeah. It's pretty impressive. Very
impressive. I mean, he created a smorgasbord for the hawks, and then he was like, he's 64.
Should be an assassin.
Yeah. He's pretty good. I couldn't find a mugshot of him, but this guy who they use for the mugshot probably has a lawsuit against WPRI.com because that guy is not but he probably got like a meth charge, but they claim he's the guy that shot all the hawks.
No, that's not. Yeah, it's not.
That's not. Might be his son.
It might be his son. Yeah. So
this guy he's just like his only defense is that he just loves fucking squirrels, and he's just like, I don't fucking care about hawks.
He loves squirrels. Yeah.
Hates the hawks that kill his squirrels. Those are his squirrels.
Squirrels are pretty cool. Yeah, I'll swerve out of the way if I hit. I'm never hitting a squirrel. It would ruin my day.
Oh yeah. No, never.
Speaking of which, Wes, if I can end on a good bonus dog story,
Absolutely.
Because I saw walking the dog earlier this week. There were buzzards in the neighborhood, and a lady that walks a dog that I bump into every once in a while. She was like her pit bull mix was like over like in the area, like in the street, like messing around. I finally caught up to them. I was like, what's going on? And I was like, there's buzzards. My dog's checking out the buzzards. She's like, yeah, I think they're there for the cat. And like, I didn't notice at the time. And I was like, oh, my dog is familiar with cats, so they'll be fine. And then after we talked, she left. And then I looked around because there was a horrifically dead cat 5 feet away from me. So I sounded like an idiot. And its face was being eaten off. It was really bad. So I called 311 to get
in there. Yeah.
I called 311 to get that picked up because it was a neighborhood cat. It was really sad. So that made my day bad the other day. But then this story came around. A postal worker. Where was she from? She is let's see. Her name is Owens Kelsey. That's the owner. I don't know. This woman is a postal worker in Georgia. She was delivering mail to this people's house in Georgia, and she noticed that the people's dog was not doing well. It was a beagle, and it was like injured, and she in fact then noticed that it had been bitten by a copperhead snake. So she sent a text message and said, hey, your beagle has been bitten by a copperhead snake. I'm taking it to the vet. She then took the dog to the vet, stopped working at her postal service, saved the dog's life, and the dog is now recovering. That's Ginger, the old beagle, and the owner is thanking the postal worker and everyone for the kind wishes. So Ginger, the beagle, was saved by a kind postal worker after getting bit by a copperhead. And that's nice.
Damn, that's nice.
They just let Ginger free range like that all day.
Yeah, I mean, you should check out my neighborhood, Will. I'm trying to. I almost save 3 dogs a week because people just let their dogs out over here, and I'm like not used to it. And I'm like, where are you? Where do you belong? And it's just the neighborhood I live in now just has dogs outside all the time.
Free range dogs,
it's terrifying. Not because I'm scared of the dogs, but because I'm scared the dogs are going to get hit by a car.
Well, be careful because some of those dogs are assholes. Guarantee it.
Oh, my little sweet dog is friends with all because she's.
It also makes it more confusing because it's easier in a non-free range neighborhood. Because then, if you see a loose dog, you can just post on Nextdoor and be like, "Hey, who lost their dog?"
Right. I'm just wasting my time. I've tried to rescue about 12 dogs in this neighborhood, and they're all just.
And then every time they're like, "I just leave them outside, bro."
They're like, "Thank you," and then they just leave them outside the next day. I'm like,
they shut the door, and you and the dog are still standing outside.
I'm like, oh, I guess I didn't need to do that.
Yeah. No, they like their dogs to be running around.
Yeah, it's easier that way. No. Yeah. You clean up the poop.
Yeah.
No. It's easier.
Fix the fence. No.
We do like family walks after the show sometimes if I don't have the edit. And last night we were walking Honey, and some jogger ran by us, and she saw Honey shitting, which she literally was. And we have bags of poop bags on the leash, on the fucking leash. Classic. My wife's getting the poop bag out and bending over to pick it up, and the jogger stops and turns around, and she goes, they have poop bags up here for free. And I guess she didn't see us the poop bags. We're like, oh, we have some. And she's like, okay. And then she left because she just assumed we weren't going to pick up the dog shit. And I was like, wow, you oughta. We do. I guess maybe she stepped in some dog shit on one of her jogs, but not for me, lady.
She couldn't see you.
No, that's what I'm saying. No,
right.
Like, do you want me to put the bag in her asshole?
Or was she basically just saying like, hey, why are you buying poop bags when this neighborhood gives them to you for free?
Right. No.
No, she was like
she was saying that this.
No, she was a bitch. I know it.
She was a bitch.
Well, I mean, it seems like a comment that was unnecessary.
No. My wife was even like, "We get them at Costco on deal," and she was like, "Cool."
You know what you should have done, Mark? Is like gone to pick it up, and as soon as she said something, be like, "Oh, okay," and then take your hand away and leave it.
Yeah, just
let her watch you leave the dirt.
Just dump it out of the plastic, shake it back out.
Yeah. Find out where she lives.
Onto the sidewalk.
Fucking leave her.
Looks like someone got triple bananaed in Mario Kart.
Yeah. Oh man, next time. Oh, all right. I hope I run into that situation so I can do that move and just do the fake out. Don't pick it up.
Should have just flung it at her like a.
It's such a funny thing. Like, you know, take a stick, hit it off the path, pick it up with a bag, whatever. But if you're gonna be that big of like a fucking tight ass to say something to somebody else about it.
Yeah, we'd never met this woman in our lives. Like she assumes we're the problem with all the dog poop in the neighborhood. Maybe take a second to look at what we're doing, which is picking up the poop.
Maybe jog in a nicer neighborhood, lady.
Yeah. Why don't you just wear your shit shoes, you know?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
You do. We have loose dogs in this neighborhood.
Yeah, have you seen the amount of she's on a leash? Have you seen the amount of dogs running around here? Could have been one of the 13 dogs that
you're gonna die one day, lady.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. She's got a lot to think about.
Twice these enormous dogs have gotten out from down the street, and they're huge. And at first, I thought they were going to kill my dog, but they're like super friendly. But then someone else was walking a Doberman, and she was freaking out because her dog was young. And she's like, my dog's going to attack them. She doesn't know what to do. So I had to like get between two 140-pound dogs and the Doberman because this lady was like 82 pounds. And I was just like, go. And I was like, come here, buddy. And like they're like playing with me. It's a shit show over here. So
a lot of dogs, a lot of just loose dogs. It's an interesting scene. Real quick news stuff. Intern Jackson says Speaker of the House update. Scalise is coming. He's mad about he wants to be the speaker. He's mad about McCarthy getting ousted also.
And Jordan's going against
Jordan,
him. Yeah,
right.
He's going to offer. There's going to be a wrestling match.
No, yeah, but Jim Jordan only has those 8 votes that got McCarthy kicked out in the first place, so he can't win with that, and the Dems aren't going to vote for Jordan. If they did, that would be some shit. If they voted for a Freedom Caucus member, don't think that would be possible in any realm of reality. So we'll see what happens.
Jordan's going to toss on the old man sweats and the headgear and just challenge people in the ring. Like, if you want the speakership, you got to take me down.
Yeah, and then they should all then they should all ask him about the trainer that he had no knowledge about, right? With all those wrestlers,
right?
I'd like to point out that Jack Severt was wrong about his prediction about what kind of bird it was.
Well, from the underside, the falcon. I mean, it's hard to tell, but yes, it was a Cooper's hawk.
You're Jack and everything.
100%.
Yeah. Sorry, Jack.
Sorry, Jack. Didn't know that one.
We're just messing, Jack.
Jack is a random bird.
Get him west. Jack talks Spanish to Sabina all throughout the shows. Jack knows. Jack talked Thai real good. Yeah.
Habla español.
Yeah.
Do we spin the wheel for Thursdays? I forget.
Yes, and I think Pat's on high five.
Pat's on high five. The three of us
I knew that.
For the coffee.
Okay, here we go for coffee.
West Styles set it up.
Styles his own number, but you're feeling better. So
yep, feeling good. I'll have your coffee mañana.
Wes will be car shopping and coffeeing, right? Is that what you're doing, Wes?
Yep. So it'll be a shorter coffee, but I'll have.
Well, no, bring your laptop because it's always like 30-minute breaks when they're screwing you. Like,
yeah, it's true.
Just bring your laptop. Look, if you look busy and act busy, that's better than you just standing there like waiting for them. Like, bring your laptop and act. Give them the 1 minute a lot. Like when they come up, be like, give them the one finger 1 minute, and then be like, okay, go, and then give them, bring your laptop.
I'm writing a story about jerking off here. Don't
tell them what you're writing about, but look important.
Anyway, we'll see you tomorrow. Pat will have the Hive. If you got something, better get it in now. If you want it on the show. But most
also Jack reminds us Xavier, multiple Spanish speaking commenters. If you want to watch the live show and speak and type in Spanish, you're in.
I didn't think I had to mention Xavier talking Spanish, but because he's his native tongue.
Yeah. Should have left that one out, Jack. And that's gonna do it.
0 for 2 for Jack.
0 for 2 for Jack. That's gonna do it for the show. We love you. Have a great fucking day.